Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The give to the back. Finding an escape route.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
receiver. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on! He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Using his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Might be calling a hot route.
Okay, break. Ready.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Goes to the option. He'll do it himself. He'll toss it. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. There he goes. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. A run for the quarterback. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handles. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Hauls it in. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Unloads quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Caught by the receiver. Tackle is made at the 37. Good enough for a first down.
The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're going to run it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll go with a direct snap. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Use it now. Use it now. Ready.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. The throw to the outside is complete. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Boyd.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On the move. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Ramirez. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing.
Ball is loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Yeah, you could definitely catch a break there with that ball bouncing out of bounds. Third down, trying to make a play, trying to get the first down, but Palmer, ball security is job security.
Especially against this defense, David, because we know they take pride in creating turnovers, and they practice this throughout the week. They're running the football, getting hats on it. You see guys constantly swatting away. This offense very lucky that that was not a turnover.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the complete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes Makes the grab down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gets him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Jennings. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Quick release by the QB. Flying down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. On the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Try to get it to the edge. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Ramirez. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Ramirez. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. A little screen to the running back. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramirez. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Ohio State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And he knocks middle.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
To salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Thanks for grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with a pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The offense changing the play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They go to the ground. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And that's a moment defensively you just got to have it, right? 3rd down, you've got to get a stop. And what's even better than that is you get him out of bounds so you've stopped the clock. That is perfect now. You're now giving your offense an opportunity to come back on the field, march the ball, and hopefully get you the win.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Tackle is made at the 44-yard line.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He'll set up to throw. He makes it into the end zone for the 2, but there is a penalty flag where they often call hold. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays.